What's up guys, God's Elite back with another video. In this video we're talking about the Nightfall this week, which is Shield Brothers. I'm going to go pretty quick at this because I want to get the video out to you and I want to get kind of through with it. So I'm going to knock out the mods, weapons, all that stuff and get through the sections pretty quickly, and then we'll talk about the boss fight for the majority of the video. This week is not that bad, it really isn't. Me and Dip did it again together by ourselves, no third person. We wiped, I think, twice the whole time, but it wasn't cool. It wasn't that, it didn't take long to do. We knocked it out pretty quick. Had some minutes left. So real quick, let's get into it. So mods this week. The first one is epic as always. So you're going to have more shields. They're going to be more aggressive people and greater numbers of people. After that, we have small arms. So you're going to have bonus damage to your primary weapon, which means there's going to be less damage coming from your secondary or your special or your heavy weapon. So you're going to rely a lot on your primary this week. And I'll talk about the best weapon for this strike, specifically this Nightfall, as we get into the weapons and stuff. Next is fresh troops, which pretty much just means there's more enemies. So on top of the more enemies that come along with epic, now you have even more. So there's just bigger groups of people. So just watch out as you're playing. You're just going to have more people to deal with, but I'm going to tell you how to get rid of all that. Next is match game, which means that whenever you're fighting people, if someone has a certain type of elemental shield, you have to shoot that shield with that elemental type gun to make it go down faster. But that actually was not an issue in this in this strike, at least for me, and I'll tell you why in a minute when we get into the weapons. There are some solar, arc and void people, but the majority is solar. So if that's the only thing you want to put on, that's fine. I would keep one void weapon for one wizard that's later on in the strike. And lastly is airborne. You're going to do more damage while you're in there. So when you're throwing grenades, you're throwing rockets, throwing anything that you can possibly think of, supers, jump up in the air. This was something I failed to do. And I wish I had done. I just thought about a way that I could make it better, and we'll talk about that in the supers. Next is weapons. The only thing you really need to make sure you have on this week is at least something solar, something void if you want. That doesn't really matter, but just make sure you got something solar on, preferably in the heavy department, and then make sure you have a scout rifle on with explosive rounds, or anything with explosive rounds. Man, dude, you knock everybody out the park. You take people out so fast. I had a scout rifle on with explosive rounds, and I was tearing people to shreds with it. Now, the very first time you see me play through, I think I had the Outbreak Prime for the majority of the time, but Dip was using an explosive rounds keystone, and it was working wonderfully, so I switched to that, I think, around the boss fight. I used the Abaddon and the Galahorn in my heavy spot. They both worked great. I used a Void Ex Machina sniper rifle in my special, and that came in handy later for one of the sections we'll talk about. Supers, I went with Radiance just so in case, something freak didn't happen. Since there's two of us, we'd be able to come back and it wouldn't have to worry about, wiping so much. Also on the Titan, I used Bubble, and that was just for safety purposes, just because there are a lot of ads that come out with the bosses, and that was just to stay safe, and for the tank, so he wouldn't just blow us to bits. For the Hunter, I used Golden Gun, just because I was able to take out a good bit of enemies with it and shields, and I was able to put on the Celestial for the bosses at the end. So real quick, let's get into the sections now. The first section is the tank section, so you have to go through the ship a little bit, kill some ads, and then you get to the tank section. So basically you have to take down all four of the little corner legs of the tank. Once you take them down, the damage you do to the leg will drop to half of whatever it is. And you'll notice the difference in it. It'll kind of bust off and you'll see a big chunk of the health go down. I noticed that we destroyed all four on some of them, and it still needs some extra damage done to it to kill it, so you might have to put some extra into it. Just kind of don't stay together, keep separate, just in case he was to take out both of you with one hit. One stay on the right, one stay on the left, kind of where you see us in the gameplay. Make sure you manage the ads, because they can come in and mess you up if you're not careful. There are some heavy hitting yellow bar scions that come in eventually. One time we didn't even have any, so maybe we killed it so fast we didn't have to worry about it. So just be wary of the enemies as they come in, because there is fresh troops and epic together, so there's going to be a lot more enemies than normal. Just call out which legs are not destroyed yet, which ones needs hits, and you can kind of as a team focus on where you need to, or split up however you need to. Whenever you split up as well, the tank kind of stays in the middle, so one of you can get one side of the legs and one of you can get the other. If you've got three, then you just got more people to do stuff with. I took the right side of the tank looking at it. Dip took the left side most of the time, and we did it that way. Then we'd trade however we needed to. Once you kill the tank, there should be a heavy back in the back you can go pick up. I was always still full, so I didn't worry about it. Next, you'll mosey through some ads some more, and you'll get to this locked door. This is where you need the Void sniper rifle. There will be a yellow bar wizard that keeps spawning the little bitty, shadow thrall or whatever that come after you. It's just easy to take her shield down because she is void very quickly that way. And she is yellow bar, so that's why I suggest it, just because she is a yellow bar enemy, so it's going to take more damage. Once you kill her, it's pretty much smooth sailing. There is a couple other enemies around there. Watch to the far right there, kind of down the hill. There is a shielded taken Cabal guy. He will knock you out the place if you're not careful. Real quick, before that part, right when you kill the tank, I forgot about this, there is a taken Cabal Centurion, I think, and he is arc, but it wasn't that big a deal. My explosive rounds took out his shield very quickly, and I turned him into a puddle easily because he's red bar, so it wasn't that bad. But after all that, once you get through with that wizard, kill all those enemies, go through the door, you get to the boss room. Now, the boss room, basically, one of the brothers comes out first. He's red. He comes at you and slams the ground. He will kill you in 1 to 2 hits, depending on where he hits you. So just be careful and watch out for him. Once you take him down to about, I think, a quarter of health, enemies will come out from both the side doors. Best way for me to say to manage it is one of you take the top set of enemies, one of you take the bottom. The explosive rounds on the scout rifle, if you've got one, will tremendously help you, and you will need it. This is also a great time to use your solar machine guns and things like that for the Centurions that do come out, and to just kill enemies. It was a great way to just kill enemies for me. After you kill those ads, you're going to get him down to where he flees, and then another group of ads will come out, and just manage it just the way I just said. Split up. One gets the top, one gets the bottom. When you see them come out the doors, you'll understand what I mean by top and bottom. Top is on the right, bottom's on the left, if you're looking at how you come into the room. Once he flees, his brother, the blue one, will come out. He'll kind of stay there at the doorway and just shoot at you. Once you get him down a quarter, next group of ads will come out. Deal with them just like you did before. There will be kind of a different makeup, so just watch out for what enemies are coming. Stay on the move. If one of you dies, just stay on the move. Try to hide, getting behind cover as best you can. Duck and bob and weave in between whatever it is you need to. If they focus fire on you, they can do a lot of damage, so just watch out for that. Once you kill all those ads, he'll flee, and then some more ads will come out. When you kill those ads, the final section of the boss fight will happen, which is where both of them come out together. Take care of the one that jumps at you first. It's easy to run around and avoid the mortar shells that the blue one sends in. But the red one, once you get him down a good bit of health, ads will come in from both the doors again. Take them out, being kind of wary of where the red guy is. He will slam you any chance he can. Once you kill those ads, you're free to just put all your damage onto the red guy. No more ads will come out until you kill him. Once you kill him, and this is a great time to use Celestial Nighthawk with the Hunter to do some damage on him, make sure you jump in the air. That should be an instant kill in a lot of cases after that first group of ads come out, when they both come out together. I didn't think to do that. I was on the ground, so that would be a great idea to use that after you jump. This is also a good time for bubble too, if you just need some safety real quick, or some overshield before you jump out. And then radiance, of course, if you die. Once you kill the red guy, then there's going to be ads come out of the door that the bosses come out of, so you can kind of stay in the back of the room and just shoot them from there. You don't really have to worry about much of anything from that point on. Kill all the ads yet again, and then you're going to be alone in the room with the blue guy. Just keep jumping inside of his little shield and hitting him every chance you can with some primary, some grenades and things like that. And eventually you'll whittle him down to nothing and kill him. And that will be the end of the strike pretty much. This is a very easy Nightfall. We knocked this out in about an hour, just the two of us. And so I'm really liking these Nightfalls where the two of us can just go in and pretty much eat these guys' lunch pretty much every time we go in there. Luckily, we didn't have the issue like we did last week where we didn't get the gold tier. We did get it every time. Unfortunately, on my hunter, I guess I didn't pick it up. Maybe it just didn't. It wasn't in my character for some reason. I was fairly sure that I went and got it, but I guess I didn't. Loot, we got some pretty decent stuff. I'm not really going to talk about all the loot this week. I'm just going to kind of show you real quick in the background. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions or if you need any clarifications. Let me know if you'd like the loot back. What would you rather have, these quick videos where I explain to you real fast, or would you rather have, the video where I explain it and then I have a good bit of time where I spend talking about the loot I got? Just let me know in the comments. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Really helps our channel out and lets me know if you like the videos or not. Got some For Honor videos coming up. I just did my first one yesterday. It's actually a lot of fun. I hope you guys are getting to play it. If you're not, I'll have the story coming up tomorrow. I'm going to start playing the story tomorrow and getting the videos together. And then we'll do some multiplayer and stuff. Well, they got a pretty cool way they do multiplayer. It's kind of the whole world plays in however it wants. There's 3 factions and everything, and you kind of choose which one you want to be in. And then you play against the whole world, and it's a 10-week long thing, and to see who wins. So it's pretty cool. So I have those up, so be looking out for those. Subscribe for more Destiny content. I will be keeping you up to date with all the latest news. Destiny 2 new updates coming out. I'm going to try to go over all the new weapon changes this weekend once I get to play with them a little bit, because I've heard from some people that there's really not that big of a change as far as gameplay goes. So we'll just have to wait and see. I'm going to do some trials Saturday morning with a buddy. And we'll just see how we do. I'll probably record it and put it up and just be like God's Elite tries trials or something like that. So that's pretty much it, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at I am God's Elite if you want to stay up to date with my life in the channel, just in case something. I was watching a video the other day. If you're not subscribed to Philip DeFranco, he has some really good videos he puts out there. OG to YouTube. And he was basically talking about how, it's good to have people on your social media, because if something ever happened to your channel, say you got deleted, or say somebody accidentally, or say you got copyrighted all of those times and it just cut your channel, or say something bad happens, people could stay up to date with you really fast. So, if you want to follow me on Twitter, keep up to date with my my channel, my life, everything else that I'm doing, you can do that as well. But that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. A little bit quicker today, only about 12 minutes or so. I will see you guys in the next video.